44 males and 46 females. Who got 80 to 90%, 102 males and 82 female. 60 to 79%, 118 male and 135 female. 50 to 59, 88 male and 104 female. And who got below 50%, only 40 male and 20 female. And number of total students are 779. A percentage of marks based on locality. From R1, 74 students are got above 90. 139 students are got 80 to 90%. 111 student got 60 to 79%. Very little 50 and 18% are got below 50 to 59 and below 50. But on the rural side, you can clearly say that only 16 boys are got above 90%. 45 boys only, 45 students only got 80 to 90%, where 142 and 142 both are got 60 to 79 and 50 to 50 to 59%, and 42 students are got below 50. These are another table, percentage of scores based on rural urban gender. These are divided into urban male, urban female, rural male, and rural female. Can I explain?
Yes.
Next. These are the table bar graph showing the according to the table. The first bar graph show that above 90% got we are about 90%, 92, and most of people getting marks in average 60 to 90% bar graph is high. Whereas in second diagram, male and female, you can say that female percentage are more in 60 to 79 and 50 to 59, but male percentage are better than the female percentage. Third number of students on based on location, urban and rural. Above 90 and 80 to 90% are urban students are better than rural students. The rural student got high marks on 60 to 79 and 50 to 59 than the urban student. So it can clearly say that urban students have got better achievement than the rural students. And fourth diagram shows the above percentage of urban male, urban female, rural male, and rural female.
Next.
The first null hypothesis, there is no significant difference in achievement based on residence of school-going adolescent students. There are variables are achievement, residence urban and rural. Mean value 74.33, and
so did you accept or rejected
that? This p value which are coming is 0.000, which is less than 0.01 level of significance. So you can say that the null hypothesis 1 has been rejected.
Then what is your point?
There is difference, maybe a difference between the residents. That means urban and rural. In the picture, you can see that urban students getting more percentage than the rural. So hypothesis has been rejected.
Like that you explained all the other.
Second hypothesis, there is no significant difference in achievement based on gender of school-going adolescent students. So there are boys and girls, and the p-value is 0.343, which is greater than 0.5 level of significance. So these hypothesis has been failed to reject. So you can say that we can assume that there is really no difference between the gender, boys and girls, for their achievement. The next hypothesis 2a, there is no significant difference in achievement on the gender of urban-based school-going adolescent student. These p-value are also greater than 0.05, so this hypothesis also has been failed to reject. As the hypothesis 2 are failed to reject, there is no difference between boys and girls. Also in urban area, there is also no difference between urban boys and girls according to their achievement. Hypothesis 2b, there is no significant difference in achievement based on gender of rural-based school-going adolescent students. Here p-value is also greater than 0.05 level of significance. So this hypothesis also has been failed to reject. That means there is no difference between rural boys and girls for their achievement. Now this table of successful intelligence score based on gender and locality. These are table male, female, urban, rural. There are 5 categories: very low, low, average, high, and very average, and total last. Objective 2, to investigate the strong determinants of intelligence of school-going adolescent students. There are 4 diagrams. The first bar graph is showing very high, average, low, and very low. Here also the high and average number of students have got more successful intelligence score than very low or very rare, and very high also are very much low. Then these are the second diagram showing the successful intelligence with the number of students male and female. The male achievement are better in very high and average, where the female percentage are got more in low and very low. Very low, male percent is very rare, but female are there also. In the third picture, it is a mean, SD and coefficient variation are shown, where the score successful intelligence first are AVI, that means analytical verbal intelligence. High rate of mean in analytical verbal intelligence, but variance is low. But on the creative intelligence, it can clearly say that variance and means are less, but variance are higher than to their proportional. Fourth picture are also showing the mean, standard deviation and CV of the successful intelligence male score. Next, fourth picture are also successful intelligence test with female score, successful intelligence test with urban score, successful intelligence test with rural score, and successful intelligence with urban and rural score. Next, tables of successful intelligence based on gender. These are the table, gender very high, average low and very low, total 186 urban male, 206 rural urban female.
Both high cost.
Next hypothesis, there is no significant difference in intelligence between urban and rural school going students. Here P value is less than 0.01, so it can clearly say that null hypothesis has been rejected. So there is a difference between urban and rural school going adolescent students for their achievement. These are the table of independent sample tests for successful intelligence and their determinants based on gender. All the sub variables, all are significance at 0.01 level of significance. So all the hypotheses are rejected. Sub hypothesis. Next hypothesis, null hypothesis 4. There is no significant difference in intelligence between school-going adolescent boys and girls. These p-value is 0.461, which is greater than 0.05 level of significance. So null hypothesis 4 has been failed to reject. This table independent samples test for successful intelligence and their determinants based on gender. There is SIT, that is successful intelligence test was failed to reject because all values, some value are less than 0.01 level and some value are greater than 0.01
level of significance and 0.01 and difference
degree of freedom
789. The total sample.
So it can say that only practical verbal intelligence, practical quantitative intelligence, and creative figural intelligence hypotheses are rejected. Almost other hypotheses are failed to reject. Next table of location showing the location-wise gender basis intelligence statistics. These all are significance greater than 0.05 level. So these two hypotheses, urban, rural, are failed to reject. It means there is no difference between urban. There is a difference between urban and rural according to the achievement and successful intelligence.
Next.
Objective 3, to understand the relationship of intelligence as a psychological factor of differential educational achievement of adolescent students. These are a scatter diagram where we show the successful intelligence test score with achievement. All hypotheses in these scatter diagram are showing the strong positive relationship between the successful intelligence test to achievement. Also for urban sample, rural sample, female sample, and male sample, all are highly positively related because all are gathered with the best friend line. Next are same urban male, urban female, rural male, rural female, all are highly correlated, positively related relation.
It means your data, about your data.
Okay. Hypothesis 5, there is no significant relationship between achievement and intelligence of school-going adolescents. The P, all are level 0.01 level. This table are showing null hypothesis has been rejected because the P value are greater than 0.0. This table of the demographic variables wise Pearson product correlation coefficient between achievement and intelligence. Objective 4, to investigate the strong determinants of learning attitude of school-going adolescent students. These are the 4 diagrams showing the learning relationship with learning attitude to number of students, learning attitude to male and female, learning attitude of mean all the subvariables and learning attitude of male score, female score.
Next.
The distribution of learning attitude score based on gender and school location. Urban male, urban female, rural male, and rural female. Urban
Explain.
very high, urban males very high are there, but very low are not there in the urban male, where urban female very high is less, but average is high. Rural male average is very high, and rural female also average is very high, but high, very low, very high are average are there, but low, very high are very much low, and the female parts, the female there is zero on high, very high at learning attitude score. These are hypothesis 6. There is no significant difference in learning attitude between urban and rural school-going adolescents. The p-value is 0.000, which is less than 0.01 level of significance. So these hypotheses are also rejected.
So finding is?
There is a significant difference of learning attitude between urban and rural school-going adolescents.
Next.
These are the table of learning attitude with the determinants based on location. Next, number 7, null hypothesis. There is no significant difference in learning attitude between school-going adolescent boys and girls. This hypothesis also p-value is less than 0.05 level of significance. So null hypothesis has been rejected. So it means there is a significant difference of school-going boys and girls.
Next. Go to next hypothesis.
Objective 5, to understand the relationship of learning attitude as a psychological factor of differential educational achievement of school-going adolescent students. These are scatter diagrams showing the relationship between learning attitude to achievement of total sample, urban sample, rural sample, male sample, and female sample. All are strongly positively correlated because the data are very much gathered with trend line. These are also from picture of urban male sample, urban female sample, rural male sample, rural female sample. Only urban female sample, there are some scattered, but it is a high related, but not very much high positive.
So deviation more in urban.
Urban. These are the null hypothesis 8. There is no significant relationship between achievement and learning of school-going student. These null hypothesis value is also less than 0.01 level, so this has been rejected. Hypothesis 6, to investigate the strong determinants of home environment of school-going adolescent students. These are the diagrams showing the bar graph and histogram of home environment with number of students, home environment with gender male and female, and mean, standard deviation, coefficient variance of male score, total score, male female score, urban score, rural score, and number of students according to urban and rural.
So go back. What is the deviation here? That's the 0.8179. The deviation is very low. Data is good. Next.
Null hypothesis 9, there is no significant difference in home environment between urban and rural school-going adolescents. Their p-value is also less than 0.01, so null hypothesis has been rejected. So you can say that there is a difference of home environment between urban and rural school-going adolescents. Null hypothesis 10, there is no significant difference in home environment between school-going adolescent boys and girls. This p-value is greater than 0.05 level of significance, so null hypothesis has been failed to reject. So you can say that there is no significant difference in home environment according to adolescent boys and girls. Objective 7, to understand the home environment as a sociological factor of differential educational achievement of school-going adolescent students. These are the scatter diagram, which is again showing the high positive correlation with home environment to total sample, home environment to urban sample, home environment to rural sample, home environment to male sample, female sample, urban male, urban female, rural male, and rural female. Hypothesis 11, there is no significant relationship between achievement and home environment of school-going adolescents. The p-value is the p-value is less than 0.01 level of coefficient. So now hypothesis 11 has been rejected. Objective 8, to investigate the strong determinants of socio-economic status of school-going adolescent students. These are the diagram where it says the socioeconomic status is number of students, socioeconomic status of male, female, socioeconomic status of means, standard deviation and CV. The CV is very much less. So we use the log scale to interpret that because CV is very 0.0, 0.4 or 0.2. So use the log scale for that. The variation is very less. These are the table of socioeconomic status of upper class, upper middle class, upper lower class and lower class. Urban male, urban female, rural male and rural female. I will just explain more.
From this picture, what is rural men? Above rural men?
Socioeconomic status are better in urban male and urban female in middle